of this speech is to persuade my audience, which is you guys, that abortion should be illegal. I will employ Monroe's motivated sequence, showing you the need, satisfaction, and visualization. The attention is that, according to Merriam-Webster, abortion is the termination of a pregnancy after accompanied by, resulting in, or closely followed by the death of the embryo or fetus. Today I'm going to speak about a very sad and disturbing topic, which is abortion. Since abortion is such a sensitive topic, especially here in the United States, I made sure to do my research in order to inform my audience of legit data concerning abortions. Many people believe that abortion should be legal due to it being freedom of choice. However, this act not only affects the mother's life, but the child's life as well. And as we all know, unborn children do not have the ability to speak for themselves. We will start with the need for change. The need is that many people believe that abortion should be legal because it is considered their freedom of choice. However, nobody takes into consideration the unborn baby's choice or freedom to live. This belief affects all because we're not standing up for the right of unborn children. According to Vigil, a total of 765,651 abortions were reported to the CDC for 2010. If you sit and think about that for a moment, that is an overwhelming number of unborn babies that did not have the decision to live. Who knows, one of them could have been the next Einstein, president, or the doctor or scientist that could have discovered the cure for cancer. The point is, now we will never know. Another reason that abortion applies to everyone is because some of our government tax money may be distributed to abortion clinics. There are approximately 15 states that use the taxpayers' money to fully fund abortions, which, I don't know if you'll know this, but they're not very cheap. According to LifeNews.com, in 2011, taxpayers funded 1,786 abortions through state Medicaid to the tune of over $1.1 million. That is not okay. That money that was put towards abortions could have been used towards public schools, hospitals, colleges, etc., and anything besides abortion clinics. To move on, we will now discuss the satisfaction. The solution to abortion is simple. Make it illegal. First and foremost, we must educate people about what happens during an abortion. There are many ways you can abort a child, but most commonly used are an abortion pill or surgical abortion, which is the most disturbing. The pill is just you swallow it, so it's not like as invasive, but the surgical abortion is very invasive and very disturbing. There are approximately 7 or more surgical abortions that are practiced throughout. However, I will only discuss in detail the least gruesome of the surgical abortions. The least gruesome is suction aspiration. This is a surgical abortion that is most commonly used at about 12 weeks into the pregnancy. According to LifeSite News, throughout this surgery, the cervix is dilated and a suction is placed inside the mother's womb, and then the baby is then sucked out. The other types of surgical abortions include a D&C, or dilation and coverage, a Z&E, or dilation and evacuation, salt poisoning or saline injection, a prostaglandin chemical abortion, a hysterectomy or cesarean section, and a partial birth abortion. As you can tell, all abortions are sick and wrong. Even if they're done humanely, they would still be wrong. But the fact that they're done so inhumanely makes them even worse. So the surgical abortions that I said, they went from like the more developed from the child to the least developed of the child to the more developed. So at about 12 weeks you see them do the surgical aspiration, but then about like closer to the baby being born, you see a partial birth abortion, which is very sad because they're already like completely developed. Okay. Lastly, we will discuss the visualization. An America that makes abortion illegal would be a more humane America. Since people are mature enough to have sex and get pregnant, they are mature enough to have a child. That might not always be true, but everyone needs to be mindful to think before they act. If you have sex, you have a chance of getting pregnant. It's that simple. There are other solutions than abortion available, such as adoption. Also, there's something called the Safe Haven Law, which states, the Safe Haven Law generally allows the parent or an agent of the parent to remain anonymous and to be shielded from prosecution for abandonment or neglect in exchange for returning the baby to a safe haven. This was taken from the childwelfare.gov. So places that are considered a safe haven are a fire station, a police office, or any law enforcement office. So like if someone decided they didn't want their child anymore, they could just leave them on the doorstep and no questions would be asked. Okay, that concludes the visualization aspect. In conclusion, there's a common misbelief that abortion should be legal, and it is considered a freedom of choice. However, many people who choose abortion are unaware that what really happens during an abortion, and that other options are readily available. If you still do not believe that abortion is wrong, Google and go to abortion clinics and read about what really happens during an abortion. It not only causes detrimental harm to the fetus, but it could also cause a lot of harm and depression to the mother as well. According to Dadley's, there's something called a post-abortion syndrome, which purports to establish that abortion psychologically harms women and indeed can harm persons associated with women who have abortions. So a lady who has an abortion, they have psychological problems. Therefore, think about how much harm abortion does than good.